If one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance.
What's up, YouTube? It's CrownSpectro here, back here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the thought of a Kingdom Hearts Dissidia. Now, the fact that I never thought of this idea is just beyond me, and the fact that this has not been a thing yet is not surprising, but is surprising. Because I can't help but feel like there's no way Square Enix has not thought of the idea of a Kingdom Hearts Dissidia. So, obviously one of two things to happen if they did come up with this idea is that Disney most likely stopped them. Alright, it's just that's got to be the case. No way they made a Final Fantasy Dissidia game with all the main characters from all the Final Fantasy games and put them all in one game. That was just a complete genius idea. And you mean tell me they ain't never thought about doing it with Kingdom Hearts? You know how fun a Kingdom Hearts Dissidia game would be? But I could not help but think like Disney would not be supportive of that idea because that means their characters will be fighting, but like against each other on some violent type stuff. You know, I don't know. Maybe I feel like it just promotes a bad image for Disney characters, which is I feel like why Disney wouldn't agree with it. But that's just my personal take on it. Overall, I think this really should become a thing. That Final Fantasy Dissidia, well, not Final Fantasy Dissidia, but Kingdom Hearts Dissidia should be a thing. Final Fantasy Dissidia 012 was one of my favorite Final Fantasy Dissidia games of all time. All right, even to this day, I wish I still had my original PSP to go back and play that game. I would totally go do it. That game is too much fire not to go play. Now, as for Final Fantasy Dissidia NT, I was, I had high hopes. I'll just leave it at that. I had high hopes, and I was not in high hopes when I got the game. But anyways, seriously though, Kingdom Hearts, Dissidia, we gotta make that happen, people. Come on, can you guys imagine being able to recreate that fight with Roxas versus Riku, with Riku with the blindfold on? Like that's epic. That's epic battle right there. That whole area where they was fighting it would make a great battle stage to fight it. But seriously though, that should really consider that idea. And the fact that like that's how I know I feel like that Square Enix definitely had thought of this idea, but something's stopping them. And it's gotta be Disney. Like, there's no other explanation for it. Disney would be the only logical explanation for why Kingdom Hearts has never received a Dissidia sort of game yet, or why Kingdom Hearts characters have never been like a DLC character on a Final Fantasy Dissidia game. Cause I mean, we see Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts all the time, but we don't really see Kingdom Hearts in a Final Fantasy game like that. And this is not that I'm aware of, as far as I know. I didn't play every Final Fantasy game, so I don't know. But seriously though, Dissidia and Kingdom Hearts, like that is genius. Like, I would totally buy that game. That game has so much potential, and just being able to do all of that and to be able to have those characters and have the Organization 13, the villains, because Dissidia has all the main villains from all the Final Fantasy games, and then also it has the main characters. You can't get much better than that. And then it has some of the most famous summonings from some of the Final Fantasy games inside of the city. It's a combination of all the best parts of Final Fantasy games and put them in one game, and it makes a great story, honestly. But seriously, I really can't wait to Final Fantasy Dissidia, well, a new one comes out, because hopefully if when they do make another Dissidia, that game does make a lot of adjustments and a lot of improvements. And consider dropping the next Dissidia game on the Vita. I know Vita makes it like a dying system, but I feel like those sort of games work better on Vita. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I enjoy the PSP version so much. I feel like those sort of games work better on mobile consoles than they do on huge consoles like main consoles like PS4, Xbox, anything like that of sort. But Kingdom Hearts, Dissidia, that's an idea. We gotta go with that. That's gotta come a reality, people. It's gotta happen. Like, and I was just thinking about it. I really was just thinking about it. And honestly, what really encouraged my idea was that I thought about it before, and I forgot about it. And today, on my recommendations list on YouTube, I saw a mod video, Kingdom Hearts Dissidia mod, and I was like, and then I just sat back and I just thought, are you serious? Like, that's really a brilliant idea. That's what made me start really putting some heavy thought into it. And now I started thinking, why would Kingdom Hearts not have? Because Disney, alright? Disney likes to keep their property kid friendly. Ken Furling doesn't really correlate with a Kingdom Hearts Dissidia game where all the main characters pretty much fight each other and villains going against heroes and villains going against villains. I'm pretty sure Kingdom Hearts like original characters, Sora, Roxas, and them could probably make it into like a Dissidia game, but Mickey, Donald, Goofy, those sort of characters, I don't think those sort of characters Disney would want them to be in sort of an Dissidia type of game. But I still want to see some Kingdom Hearts Dissidia game. I want to see it happen. You guys tell me what you think in the conversation below about a Kingdom Hearts Dissidia game. What do you think about that? Like, what is your thoughts on that idea? And I'm CrownSpectro, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.